What's up, guys? It's your boy PP24's back with another video. Now, today's topic is a terrible one. Yeah, I didn't want to cover this, but you know what I mean? It's important because I'm actually glad this has happened. You know what I mean? The girl Bonnie Blue. Now, let's not pretend that nobody knows who she is. I was just about to say, if you don't know who Bonnie Blue is, you do. Yeah, everyone knows who Bonnie Blue is. Now, Bonnie Blue, if you don't know, yeah, the 1% chance that you might not know her, is actually a corn star, right? An OnlyFans star. She does promotions saying, she wants to sleep with barely legal boys, which means people who are actually just about to turn 18. That's her demographic, right? So yeah, she just literally does stuff and says stuff for rage bait, promotes her content in a rage bait way, which actually gets people talking about her, which obviously eventually leads to people buying her subscription on OnlyFans, right? She's also the woman who has actually got the world record, apparently, for sleeping with 1,057 men. Yes, you heard that correct. 1,057 men, not in her lifetime, not in a year, not in a month, in 24 hours, she slept with 1,057 men. Now, someone worked out the maths, and apparently she gave each man 40 seconds a go with her. You know what I mean? Now, news has come out. She's apparently been arrested. You know what I mean? In the UK, she was doing the same thing that she right now got arrested for. But in the UK, it's legal. She basically was getting like a van and just driving around and just telling random people come in the back of the van and, you get me, smash her back doors in. But then she went to a country where I don't know if she knew it was illegal or what, because you know Bali sounds like one of them tourist attractions that you could do anything in, but the actual country Bali's in is Indonesia, which actually, let me get the percentage of how many people are Muslim in there. What's the percentage of Indonesia being Muslim? Yeah. So there's 87% of Indonesia's population is Muslim. So obviously their law says you are not allowed to promote adult content. Now, knowing Bonnie Blue, she always says she's following the law, right? She's going with barely legals, which means people who have just turned 18. She's obviously always consensual. She makes sure she checks IDs, all sorts. You know what I mean? So she's a proper, she does everything by law, so she makes sure she don't get in trouble, right? So she's been to countries like Australia, England, all of these places, spring break in America, places like that. She does mad stuff, like mad. You wouldn't believe it, bro. You know what I mean? Now, going to Indonesia, obviously, like I said, on the outside, it might look like a tourist attraction, like one of these countries but no, bro, they're proper serious with their law. You know what I mean? And like I said, you're not allowed to go there and do any adult content, especially promote it. Now, she had a bang boss in Indonesia. Bonnie Blue bang boss. Okay, so this is the one she had in the UK, right? This one. She had this one in the UK. This one right here, yeah? So obviously she'll go in the back and get her back door smashed in. You know what I mean? But the one she actually had in Indonesia, that she was promoting content in was, let me just find it. Here we go. It was this one. You get me? Like, crazy, bro. So the back is actually open. If you can actually see the back of the car, I don't want to show her. The back of the car is open. So she's doing this out in the open. You know what I mean? And I don't know how she got caught. We're going to get into that afterwards. But she finally got caught, bro. You know what I mean? And she deserves it, bro. You know what I mean? Go doing this with barely legals, manipulating people, basically, bro. Just with your body, with the way you talk and that, bro. Can twist any man's mind. Like, not any man's, but all these the new gen minds. 18, 19-year-olds, bro. It's easy to twist, obviously. New gen, you know what I'm trying to say? They're still young, they're still kids, bro. And you're promoting this type of content to them. So, this was the aftermath of the 1,057 men event, yeah? She actually recorded each and every one of them, and I think is on her page, on her OnlyFans. So, let's just read into this article. It came out in 30th of Jan 2025. Let's just play this clip of her actually. This is literally the last person, I think, when she went through them, and then she just talks on how the experience went.
The big 1,000 was completely done. So it started off, I'll give you a bit of an overview. After
So she wasn't even done there, bro. This is after the 1,000th one. She still had 57 men to go after this. She still didn't. You know what I mean? I don't know. You must be crazy trying to break this record. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, whatever she's doing, please do not follow this, ladies, bro. Because this is not right, bro. This is degeneracy. Yeah, for money, you're doing this. Embarrassing, bro, in my opinion. But each to their own, innit?
it was just like, the room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
Okay. I can't believe. So like you heard, she at one point there was just literally 5 men smashing her back doors in. Then it was just one-on-one because she wanted people to have more time or some whatever she's talking about. But listen, let me just read this for you, yeah? Bonnie Blue has shared the shocking aftermath of her 1,057 men stunt, which left her covered in painful bruises and bite marks. Well, obviously, if she's inviting strangers, bear in mind, yeah? Random people, she don't know none of these people. She don't know their names. She don't know. All she knows is their age, yeah? She don't even know their age. She just knows they're over 18. They could have literally turned 18 yesterday, and they were smashing her back doors in. You know what I mean? Make it make sense. But despite her jaw-dropping marathon, which hit headlines and left many around the globe horrified, the 25-year-old, I think she's 26 now, claimed her parents are so proud. Okay, I don't want to look at that. In a shocking clip posted on Bonnie Blue's official YouTube channel, the blonde bombshell was joined by Josh Lee, 27, a documentary maker and photographer with 15k followers on Instagram, to reveal all on how she broke the world record, previously held by Lisa Sparks, who slept with 999 men in a day in 2004, bro. The last time this record was broken was over 20 years ago, bro. You know what I mean? And obviously, the people are not trying to break it for a reason, because it just shows you don't respect yourself, especially for a woman. If you're recording that, it's embarrassing, bro. Like, your whole life is ruined, fam. That's all you're going to be known for. The day, alongside the video, Bonnie, whose real name is Tia Belinga, penned thank you to the dads, sons, granddads, and husbands that helped make this possible. The day she bonked more than 1,000 lads in a day, Bonnie and Josh filmed themselves in what was presumed to be in a hotel bed when discussing having slept with 1,057 men in just 12 hours, not even 24. Technically it's within a day, but bro, 12 hours, bro. No one's gonna beat that record, bro. Even if you wanna break it, you go for it. You're just gonna ruin yourself, bro. I don't even know how to explain this. Bonnie, who wore just a jumper and, you get me, shockingly claimed of I am a number I am very proud of. Rage bait, bro. She's not proud of it. I'm pretty sure she's crying alone. She's depressed alone. This is never gonna make you happy, no matter how much money you get out of this. Yeah, maybe temporarily. Long term, it's gonna ruin her. You're gonna see, bro. You're gonna witness her downfall. And it's not just her that is proud of her record break. As she added, "You think I'm joking? My family are so proud of what I do." But despite feeling proud, the OnlyFans creator who grew up in Nottinghamshire and once wanted to be a midwife got candid on the toll the marathon took on her body. She confessed, "I was expecting to feel more sore, you know. If you do a really hard workout, the next day you feel a bit sore. I was expecting to wake up needing to take painkillers, but I actually haven't whatsoever. And I'm the first to take painkillers. The thing that feels most sore is my legs." Bonnie, who has previously seen branded, then stood up to show off the shocking aftermath of the stunt, which left her legs covered in bruises and bite marks. She admitted, "I think they're fingerprints, to be honest. I've got bite marks, my legs feel the most sore, but apart from that, I'm ready for round 2. Yeah, she's completely lost the plot, bro. Oh, I don't even want to show like pictures, you know what I mean? So, what's this?
I did it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just her legs with war wounds, as Josh, whose main ventures seem to be promoting gym products, appearing on podcasts and discussing business strategy, blah blah blah. But anyways, that's Bonnie Blue, yeah? The one on the right. That was Bonnie Blue. This is Bonnie Blue. Yeah? This is another article that came out today. Is it the 6th today? Yes. This actually come out today, as you can see, right? Which just makes it more clearer for you. Alright, so lads, we're just going to read this. This is the article for today, by the way, yeah? What could happen to Bonnie Blue as controversial adult star arrested in Bali? Yeah? She got arrested in Bali, I think yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. Bonnie and 3 men were arrested in Bali during her schoolies tour. So she's probably going around for school kids. You know what I mean? Dressed as a school girl, by the way. I'm sure they found like a school outfit, something like that. Bonnie Blue's fate has been speculated after she and a group of men were arrested in Bali during her Schoolies Week Bang Bus tour. The controversial OnlyFans star has been travelling the world to pick up men who want to join her tour, but she ran into some legal trouble after Indonesian authorities busted her and over a dozen men. The 26-year-old was reported taken in by police on suspicion of activity, per 9 News. What happened to Bonnie Blue in Bali? During the raid, 19 outfits with school Bonnie Blue were seized. Like I said, she was wearing school clothes, like making herself look young, as well as things like lubricant, condoms, Viagra, and her bang bus truck, as reported by the Daily Mail. Blue, whose real name is Tia Balinga, was allegedly sounding the alarm to Australians that she was in Bali and kicking off the schoolies in the way only Blue does with her infamous videos. However, the planned romp went awry when Blue and 17 tourists from Australia and the UK were taken into custody. Bali's act carries strict repercussions, so what could happen now to the adult content creator? Per an update from the authorities, the Badung police chief Arif Batobara alleges Blue and 3 men from her team have been given to the immigration team. According to the Daily Mail, Blue is able to stay in a hotel as the investigation continues while the 17 tourists were released. Since then, a look into the Indonesian laws has revealed a startling reality to those who break its law of filming. You know what? In 2008, Indonesia's People's Representative Council passed the anti-law which banned images, gestures or talk that could be considered, you know what I mean? While controversial, the ban, aka Undang Nomor 44 Tahun 2008 Tentang criminalizes the production, importation, exportation, duplication, dissemination, offering for sale, possession, purchase, storage, broadcast, or facilitation of, you know what? So what is the punishment if you break the law? This is where things get a bit spicy. If it depicts gratification, arousal, or indeedent, you're doing any of the above, you could be fined around 6 billion rupiah. Now, I don't know how much that is. Can I please, let me just find out for you lot. 6 billion rupiah Indonesian to 6 billion rupiah Indonesian to pounds. So it's £269,000. So that's the max she can get fined, right? Obviously, I don't think she's gonna get that. God knows, because she's from the UK, because she's, you know what I mean. She'll get let off, bro. I reckon. Maybe because it's just the first time in that country. You know what I mean. So if it did, so yeah, she could be fined 6 billion rupiah or sent to prison for between 6 months and 15 years for organized production or distribution involving minors or coercion per Reuters and other outlets. Despite opposition to the ban, which claimed the ban would infringe on certain cultural and artistic expressions in the nation, in March 2010, Indonesia's constitutional court upheld the act. But does Blue know something we don't know about getting past the law? Maybe, you never know, because you can't be that dumb going into the law, going into a country where it's telling you literally it's illegal to do this stuff, yeah? Speaking to a current affair last month, the star hinted that she thought she had found a way to get around it, but she didn't want to give away too much. But let's just say I've got good lawyers and I'll be doing schoolies this year. Lad Bible Group previously contacted the Badung police for further comment. So yeah, look, major update as Bonnie Blue arrested on controversial Bang Bus tour. An update has been issued on Bonnie Blue, and after a group of men were arrested following a Bang Bus tour. The OnlyFans star's 26 who had been travelling in a ute and picking up men as part of a tour in the Indonesian province was taken in by police, blah blah blah. Is that literally what we already read? Yeah, we just read that. I don't know why they put it twice, but anyways. This is actually Australia, which is the place she's been to before, and I think she even got in trouble here. I'm not really sure, but they were really against her around here, like afterwards when she left, or even during when she was there. So this is the Australian news talking about her arrest.
Controversial content creator Bonnie Blue has been detained by police in Bali over alleged pornographic activities. The British woman was banned from Australia and its schoolies celebrations, heading instead to Indonesia.
Bonnie Blue's sordid adventure to Bali has taken a dramatic twist. The 26-year-old questioned by officers at a police station in Kuta. She was spotted talking to two people, one believed to be a lawyer. The controversial OnlyFans creator announced her arrival last week.
Hey boys, those that are going to schoolies and to those that are barely legal, cannot wait to meet you, and I'm in Bali, so you know exactly what that means.
As schoolies from Australia headed to the island paradise. Bonnie Blue had earlier been banned from the Gold Coast and then kicked out of Fiji.
So she was actually inviting Australian students to come to Bali, smash her back doors in. You get me? It wasn't actually Indonesian people that she was trying to talk to.
Stood herself on social media cruising Bali's nightclub strip.
Hey parents, remember when I said I was going to pick your sons up? I wasn't lying.
Travelling in a ute, picking up young men.
Hi boys!
Local police have confirmed several foreign nationals.
You must be out of your mind, bro. Jumping in the back of that van. That's all I'm saying. Especially when there's a camera on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just openly, just doing a mad thing. Imagine your family catch you doing that, bro. It's crazy, bro. Even if they don't, even if it's not on camera, regardless, bro, it makes it worse that you're on camera doing it, fam, so proudly. You get me?
Are being questioned for working as content creators, allegedly engaging in pornographic activities. Authorities say they expect to release more information in the coming hours.
So that was the Australian news talking about it. Now, the boy Fezify, who's a guy from the UK, actually gives an update on her arrest. And the title's called "They Finally Arrested Her."
Taken a dramatic twist. The 26-year-old questioned by officers at a police station in Kuta. She was spotted talking to two people, one believed to be a lawyer.
This will probably be the last time I speak up Bonnie Blue, and the problem is when you do so much crazy things for attention, after a while there's nothing you could do to top it. But just recently she's been arrested in Bali, and now she's got an actual case over there. Basically, the reporters had said on Friday they made arrest after a report from a member of the public. The individual had raised an alarm about suspected adult work and the creation of indecent video material. Obviously, adult work is banned over there in Bali, and with those found guilty of violating the law, they face severe penalties, including fines and jail. Sex work is also a crime against morality, despite being tolerated and regulated in some parts of the country. After appearing at the police station, a group of men could be seen walking at single file track out of a truck, covering their faces with shirts to hide from the press. 14 of the men, who were all Australian, were released from police custody without charge. And this is interesting because I thought her little bang bus gimmick, the thing that she does, is her driving around finding locals, and that's why people found it so wild. But all these people are not even from the local area. They've come in from the UK and Australia, it says on these articles. So it's not the local residents that are participating in this, it's people that's gone over with Bonnie Blue. Today, with the assistance of immigration, we're releasing the 14 Australians who were detained yesterday. They're being released because they do not meet the criteria for further suspension, as the case is still under investigation right now. And this generation is so good. After all the guys were getting arrested, they was coming out, they was hiding their faces. It's embarrassing overall, but they was just trying to film more and more content, and like they was proud of this moment that they was involved in. I don't think the punishment is going to be that harsh. They're going to get deported, but she's running out of countries to go and pull these stunts in now.
Hiding their faces, but still keen to document the moment. Nothing can get between these so-called creators and their content.
So in the UK, she was actually apparently meant to do a glass open, she was going to be in a glass box, yeah, in the middle of London, and she was just going to get everyone just to come, whoever you are, just come smash her back doors in, you get me? So imagine that, bro, in public, yeah, she was going to do that, bro. I don't know, that's what she said, innit? And I'm pretty sure it got banned. It was about to happen, then she got banned from doing it. So obviously she had to leave the UK because she can't do no more public events like that. So like, I need to find a country to go to that maybe is I could take my bribe, or I could just do it publicly, and you get me. But degeneracy like this, no one's gonna accept, bro. Trust me.
14 Australians questioned over the possible production of pornography. Police seizing cameras, condoms and clothing. The allegation, a serious violation of Indonesia's decency.
The reason I said the last video on Bonnie Blue, this is all one big attention grab, and no matter how outrageous it is, it benefits her. That's all she wants to do is
facts. Any popularity is good popularity, you know what I'm trying to say? I keep forgetting the saying, man. The more people that look at you, good or bad, bro, you're gonna get more famous at the end of the day. So let's say 1 million people watch your, let's say for example 1 million people are gonna see this rage bait, this stuff that's happening to her, right? Yeah, let's say out of that 1 million people, maybe 50k people, around 50k people sign up to her subscription. Let's say not 50k, 20k, still 20k people. God knows how much her subscription is. It's still a lot, but I'm sure she'll still get more than that. You know what I'm trying to say? And probably even more than millions and millions of views. So literally her getting arrested and whatnot, people talking about her like how he is right now, how I am right now, many other people are going to do it, the news talking about her, whatnot. Hella people are just going to keep signing up, you know. I'm just more interested in her, saying, yo, let me just see what's going on with her, and then yeah, eventually sign up to her thing. So any publicity is good publicity at the end of the day. That's the saying. Any publicity is good publicity.
outrage so people look into her. But most of the stuff, I'll be honest with you, that goes viral, all this is set up and planned anyway to just garner attention. Doesn't look like they're going to be going to jail.
Obviously, I don't think any publicity is good publicity, but I'm saying money-wise, if you're trying to get yourself more clout, whatnot, you get me? Like I said, if 1 million people watch you, a percentage of that would always, even obviously if most of them hate you, a percentage of them will still like you or just be interested in what you got to say, what you're doing, and eventually will find out and keep up to date with you. You know what I'm trying to say? And then yeah, you get more supporters like that.
So they don't really care.
We received information regarding activities that may violate public decency laws, this official says. They were allegedly producing and distributing indecent videos and other content. Controversial British adult star Bonnie Blue spent a second day being interrogated. One of 18 people hauled before Balinese authorities, and by far the best known.
We're all guests here in Bali. That's not the image that we want Bali to be portrayed in. So there was a big backlash from the community here, both the expat community and the local community.
Bonnie Blue had spent the past few days boasting about her Bali schoolies.
Look at these comments. Finally, some good news. That's what I said. A 340 arrested. Wow, where's the elite? Soros and Cole Clintons and finally lock her up and throw the key away. Why did she do it? For one reason and one reason only: money. If anyone doesn't know that, they're part of the problem. Love this woman, she's amazing. Now this guy is definitely part of the problem.
But it's fast become nothing to write home about. There were videos of the adult star picking up men in her ute. Now it's been impounded. Bonnie Blue and 3 others, including a 28-year-old Australian man, have now been taken to Bali's immigration office. She's been banned from Australia and kicked out of Fiji.
So she was banned from Australia. Mad.
Tonight, it appears a similar...
Eventually, she's going to be banned from every country, bro. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's some countries she literally cannot go to. It's too dangerous for her. Obviously, she won't try to enter them ones. But the ones that she can, she's going to try and then just get banned from them. So, and it'll probably be a permanent one. You know what I mean?
Awaits her in Bali too.
And people wondering why she's even abroad. She's had the same sort of problems in the UK and Australia as well. Obviously, the police are going to pull up and see what she's doing when she's trying to recruit young men to get in her van. There's no crime or anything against this right now, but it's just unusual activity and it always attracts the police, even in the UK.
So this is her in the UK. If you can't tell, that's the police uniform of the UK. No way, Bonnie Blue's bank bus has been stopped by the police. What she's doing though right now, just pulling up and just going around, ain't a crime. But obviously the police know why she's there, you gonna get me?
But the time obviously when she got arrested in the UK, that was all staged for publicity. She set that up, everything about that was fake. This time round it's actually real. We cannot stop or end this video without talking about her last interview, where she says she has absolutely no empathy for parents at all about her influence on children. She says that it's their job to parent correctly and she doesn't think at all she's doing anything bad because she's not breaking any rules. And you can tell by the comments on this video, because it was turned off, that she was getting tons of backlash from adults.
I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say I've got good lawyers.
A lot of people won't like that we are giving you this platform, and to be honest, you know, I was conflicted, but it is your body and you can do with it what you want. What message does it send, though, particularly to teenage boys and girls?
I always say, like, I'm not a role model. I am not saying you should do this. All I wanted to do was sleep with anyone above the age of 18, have fun, you know, frustrate a lot of people in the process. But I don't think I'm the worst role model out there.
You think you're not the worst role model to young girls?
The only reason that she is not the worst role model out there is because she is completely 100% not a role model. If young girls are looking up to Bonnie Blue, people saying because she's making money, a lot of these people even inflate their earnings to garner more outrage and attention, but there is just nothing about this to look up to at all. And if it's in a different generation right now, it will be a lot worse for her.
I think I'm the worst role model out there.
You think you're not the worst role model to young girls and boys? Because I know that there are a lot of parents watching this who are seriously concerned about the influence that you have on their kids, and they want you stopped. Do you have any empathy for how they feel?
No, I've not broken a single rule, a single law.
I mean, she has now in Bali.
So if you're really concerned about your kid, then look at your parenting. It's nothing to do with me.
So you don't find it predatory at all?
No, like, they approach me. If your 18-year-old is watching Fast and Furious, you don't blame them for him driving crazy. You blame himself. So I'm not responsible, and I don't take any, I guess, blame.
The only time I've ever seen Bonnie Blue thrown off.
She's compared Fast and Furious promoting fast driving to her promoting sleeping with 1,057 men, lads. Let's just get this straight. They're two completely different things. You know what I'm trying to say? It makes no sense. At that point, it's all rage bait at the end of the day. Like I said, bro, any publicity for her is going to be good publicity, because eventually she's just going to get people trying to watch her, trying to do this, do that, and be more interested in her. You know what I'm trying to say? 'Cause right now, she's probably dying down, because obviously of all the bans that she's got from all the platforms. But yeah.
Is when people come to the conclusion of why she done it. So obviously she spoke about her divorce and she gets upset about that. She once had a normal life and relationship, but another time people were saying, did something happen between you and your granddad, or someone in your family? Was you abused? Because people want to justify in their own head why she is doing this, and she obviously clapped back and was annoyed about that.
The only TikTok I've seen that's really hurt me was a video got uploaded of this woman talking, and in the background was a photo of me and my granddad that passed away, saying, oh, he's a child. And I think, why would you ever look at a photo, you've gone out your way to find that, and then make up a story? And apparently I'm the disturbed one. So yeah, it's...
Some negative comments do get you.
Only that.
The sad music is trying to make me feel sorry for her. I don't give a toss what she's saying right now. You know, I don't care that someone posted your granddad, but at the end of the day, you're literally messing up kids' minds, bro. That's worse than your old age granddad passing away. You get me? Obviously, R.I.P. to him, bro. But, bro, you get me? Look what look at the legacy that you're leaving him with, bro. Literally, his granddaughter's you. I'm sure he's twisting and turning around, thinking, yo, what's going on here, bro?
Because that went quite viral. It's when I only just started. And that,
obviously, I mean as a joke, by the way. Hopefully can rest in peace, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just her, man. She's leaving a bad legacy, talking about... She shouldn't even be talking about him, just for respect. You know what I mean?
really think, wow, I've really dragged my family through this, because I chose to do this, but my family didn't.
Bro, your family love that you do it. Don't matter, bro. If they came out and said we hate that she does this, then you know what I mean? Then I would actually feel sorry for their family. Your family are literally, you said you've made videos with your family, and your family saying, yo, if she's happy, we're happy. Nah, man, that can't run, bro.
And I summed it up in another video perfectly when I covered her whole story, is that you can't really make fun of someone who makes fun of themselves and owns who they are. And she does actually have somewhat of a following now, even from women who we thought hated her the most, where they say that her comebacks are iconic when she responds to her haters and stuff. So she has a following online. It's just a mad generation right now that my brain will probably never adapt to. Could she get so much hate? People were talking about her response when a podcaster suggested that she could possibly be a target for a murder, and this is what she had said.
Someone's going to murder you.
Do you think?
I think you're a contender. Have you ever considered that?
It's definitely crossed my mind. However, the hate I get is from women that are on benefits, stuck on their sofa, doing fuck all with their life. Are they going to get up and murder me? No. They can barely afford the beans on the plate, let alone a good knife.
I'd say we have
Violation.
To the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code.
It's right that no one's really gonna go out their way to kill her, bro. It's literally the women that hate her properly. The men, most of the men don't give a fuck, and the ones that do are just trying to sleep with her. You get me? So they ain't gonna go try to kill her. It's just literally the women. You get me? Because obviously the women are saying, "Why are you deceiving my son? Why are you deceiving my husband? Why are you deceiving?" You get me? Any boy in their life. And obviously she's rage baiting women as well, saying, "Oh, they're jobless, they're living on benefits. That's why they're talking about her and whatnot, uploading videos about her." But like I said, each to their own, bro. Me, I don't really care. I'm just literally, you get me? I do my own thing. You do it. As long as you're not near me, you're not around me doing it, I don't care, bro. You know what I mean? Hopefully, and obviously, none of my friends are like agreeing with anything you do, then I don't care, bro. But obviously, I like talking about this type of stuff just to bring awareness so people know not to follow this type of person, bro. Yeah, anyways, guys, that's been the end of today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I won't be posting about her a lot, don't worry. It's just literally that video because she's got arrested, which is actually good news. If there was like bad news and said, "Oh, you get me, she's going with 2,000 men now," bro, I wouldn't even be talking about it, bro. Because I don't want to, even if I get one view on this video, I don't want to, even that one view I watch, you get me, get inspired, like, get interested in her life and that, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, hopefully you do see the point where I'm kind of coming from. I didn't mean any badness towards her granddad, by the way, yeah. I hope he does rest in peace. But she should have enough respect to make sure that she doesn't become the woman that he would have despised. You know what I mean? No matter, even if your family are saying that they don't care, they have to say that at that point. You're probably a millionaire, funding their lifestyle, funding their house, funding everything. At that point, that's like, oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is what it is, bro. As long as you're keeping us good, we don't have to work. They're happy with it, man. So yeah, that's probably the only reason they're agreeing with what she's doing. But anyways, guys, that's been the end of today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. Please give this a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You get me? But the like and the subscribe is the most important. And obviously, I also want to see the comments just so I know what you guys like to see, what you would like me to talk about, anything that I don't know that's gone on. Just comment it. I'll look into it. If it makes sense, I'll make a video on it. But anyways, bro, it's been me, PP24s, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.